Just a few years ago, taxi drivers refused to come into this neighborhood. They said it was just too dangerous. Children had nowhere safe to play. High school dropouts wandered past boarded-up houses. Many neighbors felt isolated. They'd just lost hope and simply given up.
There was all kinds of things going on out here: drugs, deals, use, people drinking, smoking, prostitution. The corners, the streets would be filled with people doing illegal things and things that they wanted to do with no respect for anybody. As a matter of fact, 12 years ago, we couldn't be standing in my yard doing this interview.
I was in the military. I came back in '92, and this neighborhood was really, really bad then. There was a lot of gang activity here. It was a lot of, every corner you went on, they had gang people just hanging on the corners, pants sag and all this stuff, and it just frightened the people of the neighborhood. They were like just captives in their own house. And I know my mom would write me and tell me what was going on. I was overseas at the time. But she would write me and tell me that she's afraid to go out to the store, to the local little convenience store, to the gas station because of the gang activity.
Like many communities across the country, this Louisiana neighborhood needed a rebirth.
As a matter of fact, this was a place where there was so desolate. People didn't care because who cared for them? They didn't see anybody showing any love for them. Nobody reached out to them.
When Community Renewal made a commitment to reach out to this neighborhood, life here started to improve. Crime dropped, drug dealers left, and new homeowners moved in. The neighborhood changed for the better as Community Renewal brought together caring partners to make our world a home where every child is safe and loved.
We call the top of this hill New Hope Hill because now people have hope. People have a sense of belonging now, and they are taking care of their things and they're taking care of one another. They're showing that they care for one another. Now we have a community where we have new housing, education. We have opportunities for people to go back to school, to get their GED. Many they didn't care. Now they see others reaching out to care for them. Guess what? They're caring for one another now.
We see through human connectedness and through loving and caring for each other, we see a city connected together and committed to care for each other, and we begin to see the lives of children change in wonderful ways. We see them staying in school, we see their grades increasing, we see crime actually dropping more than 40% in all the neighborhoods. So we have a template, we have a model that can go to all of the cities of our world. And so we see these great things happening where light really begins to replace the darkness all around us.
Community Renewal and what they've done in the neighborhoods that I've worked in the Allendales and the Highlands and the Cedar Groves is nothing short of astonishing. And without their work, our job becomes very much more difficult. Government can only do so much.
I think it's for every neighborhood. I think, so many of us run inside every night, turn our porch lights on, start cooking dinner, get the kids ready for bed, that we forget about, meeting our neighbors and, coming outside again. I think that's Haven House really brings that back to all neighborhoods and all communities. Gives the ability to have the courage to do things again.
Caring partners have come together as one team to transform this neighborhood. They've brought new life, new residents, and new hope. That has benefits for all. New houses are replacing the boarded-up ones. Young adults are back in school. Taxi drivers are back in business here, and children have a safe place to play.
If you see the passion of these people and how much they really care about their community, and how much they want to see the youth succeed in the world and in life, it makes me proud because these are the heroes, these are the people that are really making a difference.
And what we hope to do is have this represent what will be happening across the country as Community Renewal expands to other cities and other areas, that partnerships will help them build a stronger and safer community such as what we're seeing today.
CRI has We Care members in 48 states and 40 nations across the world. The first city to replicate the CRI model was Abilene, Texas.
Connecting Caring Communities is a nonprofit in Abilene that is modeled off of the Community Renewal International model. We have 2 friendship houses so far in Abilene, Haven House leaders across our city, as well as our caring team of folks committed to making Abilene a better place to live for everyone.
this program that's worked so well here can work everywhere, and that's the great thing about community renewal. It's reaching out and helping your neighbor. It worked in Shreveport and Bossier, it's worked in Texas, it can work all over the country, and indeed around the world. It's a wonderful program of people caring for their neighbor.
If you want to build lifelong relationships and lift people up out of poverty and give them hope and give them life and give them faith and know that there's a God, then you partner with someone like Community Renewal and you establish that relationship. You establish that vision. And that's how you change the world.
Neighborhoods started caring about one another, and they started working together, and the police started patrolling here, getting these people off the corners, and started doing it on a regular basis. So they started getting them off the corners, and the people started coming back out, and from then on they started getting a little bit better. People started not being afraid and started telling who it is that's causing these problems, and that started to clean up the neighborhood.
Before, these streets were someplace that I wouldn't stop my car. I wouldn't drive my car through here, and now I feel comfortable and safe walking the neighborhood that I was once afraid to drive through.
As you look around here, you don't see any people on the corners now. You don't see anything like that. You see people outside cutting their yards. You see people taking care of themselves. You see the old people sitting out on the porches now. They didn't used to do that years ago. Now they're sitting out on their porches. Now they're out here washing their cars and doing all kinds of stuff. This is what I'm saying, neighborhood improvement, and this is the thing what has happened in these last few years.
What you see here can happen anywhere. Community renewal can change the world, one neighbor at a time.